Hey everyone, Tigertenaka here, and welcome back to another part of Pokemon Heart Gold. In the last part, we went ahead and captured Latios in Pewter City. In this part, we're going to be covering a few more events, but this time, we're going to be going back to Johto. First off, though, let's go ahead and get some of the event Pokemon here. This one is the Shiny Pichu event. We'll be showing that off in a few minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and get the other event Pokemon, so I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, went ahead and activated the cheat code to get this event. Okay, I might have to do that. Why isn't it working? Let me check something real quick. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot this cheat doesn't, activate a guy in the green suit. It makes it so that's the first Pokemon that your PC. Forgot about that. Shit, I just got rid of Paris. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, I could not find an actual Celebi for the event, so I had to use this cheated one, which still works with the event, but unfortunately, it's not the exact one. It just somehow works with the event still. I don't know how that works, but whatever. I'll take it just because it gets the event done. Anyway, let's go ahead and put this Pichu in the front since it'll be required to do that. And we will go ahead and fly to Saffron City. I could just fly to the Victory Road or Pokemon League and then just fly to wherever I need to go from there, but I want to show off the magnet train too. So let's just get on our bike and, yeah, here's the magnet train station that we went into earlier but couldn't do anything about. Now that we have the magnet train pass and the power plant's fixed, we can go ahead and, take the train back to Goldenrod. Let's talk to Pichu. Yeah, I guess it's not really used to me yet, since I just got it like 3 minutes ago. I liked it better in the original games where they actually showed your little character in the subway train. Oh well. Anyways, shit, I am gonna need Paris, aren't I? I just remembered that. Well, I guess we don't really need it, it'd just be faster if I had Paris. In all honesty, we do not need to cut anymore. We don't. Sure, I could take a faster way with Cut, but whatever. Yeah, Ilex Forest. Let's go ahead and put a repel on, so we don't have to go through all that crap. And Pichu is luckily high-leveled enough where it doesn't run to wild Pokemon. Alright, so gotta run all the way back to the Ilex Forest Shrine for this event. Go ahead and examine it. And there's another Pichu. Energetic little guy, isn't it? The Pichu, one of its ears is spiky. Oh hey, it's the old man guy from the daycare center, I think. Should not tamper with that shrine. People are said to disappear. Kids and Pokemon sometimes disappear around this shrine. It's believed that a Pokemon which wanders across time does that. It's a truly strange thing. Well, this must be the Pichu that has lived in the forest for some time. When I saw it the first time, it looked lonely. It's full of energy today. I see, it seems that these old friends finally meet again after a long time. Ah. Well, I guess I'll be right back. Stupid frickin' Pichu not wanting to go to the PC right away. Well, isn't this convenient? Celebi can learn cut, apparently. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this now. Yay, we got the Pokeball for the Spiky-Eared Pichu. And we will not nickname it, because I will not be using it. I can't think of a good nickname for Pichu anyway. So anyway, what's so special about this Pichu, you might ask? Well, other than the fact that it has a pointed ear and is holding a zap plate, it cannot evolve. Oh, and it has Volt Tackle and Swagger and Pain Split. Okay, there's a lot of specialties to it. But again, it cannot evolve into a Pikachu or Raichu. So you're pretty much stuck with it as a Pichu for as long as you have it. This Pichu, other than having Volt Tackle and being a shiny, literally has nothing special about it. It is holding an Everstone, but it can evolve. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, next we will do the Celebi event, so I will go ahead and get most of my party back together, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, I am back with 5 out of the 6 team members of my party and the Celebi. I did not bring Ampharos along because I thought it would be the least useful for this event. And I'm going to restate this again so people aren't confused. All of these events that I'm showing off have been passed. Basically, all these events are over. You cannot get them now without any action replay cheats or anything. Basically, you need an outside source in order to access these events currently. So anyway, without further ado, let's examine the shrine with Celebi with us. Oh, hi, Lyra. What the fuck are you doing here? You heard the legend of the shrine? They say that people disappear when they tamper with it. Weird, that old man was just saying the same thing just about 2 minutes ago. Okay. What was that? Okay, we have not been in this area yet, but this is actually west of Viridian City, the way to the Pokemon League. So yeah, I just explained her question. Alex's force has disappeared. That's not it, it's more like we've been transported somewhere else? I just explained that. With the radio dating mentioning... Bleh. I heard the radio mentioning the date from 3 years ago. That, am I looking at Celebi? That explained that Celebi must have caused all this. My grandpa once told me that Celebi can travel through time using its mystic power called time travel. Wow, original name there. Celebi must have taken us back in time, literally. There's someone else here besides us. Let's go find out who. Silver. And Giovanni. You told me. You are the #1 in the world. Are you gonna quit? What are you gonna do now? One must acknowledge one's defeat before he can move on. I will go solo. For now. So that one day I will form a stronger organization. What aspect of you was #1? Gathering so many only to be defeated by a mere child. Putting together the potential of many is how you produce a huge power. That's what an organization is. That's the strength of an organization. I failed to make the best use of my subordinates' potential. You shall witness one day the revival of me and my Team Rocket. I don't understand you. You don't make any sense. One day you will understand. I don't want to understand you. I will never become someone like you. A coward when you're alone and acting like a tyrant when you're in front of other cowards. I will become strong. I will become a stronger man all by myself. All by myself! What are you staring at? Wow, that's, interesting backstory there. So, apparently Giovanni was planning the whole Team Rocket revival thing all along. And apparently Silver and Giovanni knew each other. In fact, Silver and Giovanni seem to have a rivalry towards each other. There's actually a fact that Silver is Giovanni's son. And that would explain some resemblances in Team Rocket, like why Ariana has about the same hairstyle Silver does. Giovanni and Ariana are a couple. Who'd have thought? They say that Team Rocket was removed from the Kanto region by a child 3 years ago. This really is 3 years ago. Kinda brings up the question, though, since we're in the past now, why didn't the Silver in the present recognize us before this whole journey started? Well, looks like Celebi's gonna time travel again. Well, this cave looks familiar. This is the cave that I showed you guys behind the waterfall in the Tojo Falls. I don't know why you've come here. Anyway, I have to warn you that this is not a place for kids like you. That's the guy we just saw arguing with that boy. You have a certain look. It reminds me of the kid who stood in front of me 3 years ago. You have the same eyes. I'm on my way to Goldenrod City to answer the call and join my team. Are you going to get in my way? 3 years ago, Goldenrod City? This be the one that the radio was trying to reach? Giovanni, their boss? You hear it? The radio is saying something strange. Team Rocket has occupied the radio tower Goldenrod City. It can't be. You solved this case already. This is the radio tower. This is the radio tower. We are pleased to declare Team Rocket's revival. Giovanni, can you hear us? We finally made it. My old associate, Neat. You will not repeat the failure of 3 years ago. Team Rocket will be reborn again, and I will rule the world. So yes, Team Rocket has finally reached its call for Giovanni. And the only thing standing in his way and rejoining Team Rocket is us. And unfortunately, since this is not the real Celebi I'm supposed to have, this thing's gonna be absolutely worthless. Sorry if I was really loud when I was voice acting. I'm actually considering doing some voice acting if I ever get the chance. Okay, so Giovanni, he is actually pretty weak. You can do this event immediately after the Elite Four if you choose to. You just gotta have the right Celebi, of course. Yeah, there's a lot of backstory in this event. Kangaskhan! This was his main Pokemon in Fire Red for a while, I believe. However, it is no longer the case. And since we are 10 levels stronger than Giovanni, this is kinda sad, really. Kind of a pathetic excuse for the Team Rocket boss. What's even worse is that 3 years ago, his final team as the 8th gym leader was stronger than this. So, even though he was training the whole time, he got weaker. That is pathetic. Should have made it so that you couldn't do the event until you had all 16 Kanto badges and made him a lot stronger than you did. This is really disappointing for this epic of an event. It really is. And of course, since this is after the Elite Four, every boss has to have at least 1 or 2 Soldier Swords. That's just customary at this point. Yeah, there is no way that wasn't Brit. Yeah, there goes Nidoqueen, his toughest Pokemon. Which again is weaker than his weakest in his Radiant Gym, but whatever. Next up, Honchkrow. This is actually pretty much his only new addition to his team. Not quite sure where he got the Murkrow from, considering the one we saw before was nowhere near him. What in the world was that? Don't tell me some inexperienced kid could possibly be that strong! Yeah, the Murkrow we saw before was nowhere near Giovanni since he was all the way in Goldenrod, or not Goldenrod, Mahogany Town, so I don't see... He must have just caught this one randomly, I don't know. Yeah, that was a very disappointing boss fight. What in the world are you? How is this possible? The past 3 years have been a waste? How can a kid like you manage to destroy my dream once again? The precious dream of Team Rocket has become little more than an illusion. Hey, where is Giovanni gone? I wonder if he's listening to our broadcast. I kept calling for their boss. I feel sorry that they don't know he's not coming. After this, Anthony, you will defeat them. Wait a second. You're still here. Then who will defeat Team Rocket? Time paradox! Oh yeah, and if Celebi faints during that battle, Lyra will use a max revive on it. Yay, now we can go back to our time! Time travel! This is it! Please take us to our time! Now we are back in the present. Back in Ilex Force, where we belong, and I just realized Meryl was sitting there the whole time. Traveling through time sure doesn't feel good. Hey, my Meryl! You told me it evolved twice already, Lyra. Yeah, that was kind of established. Well, so bizarre, but now that we're safely back to our time and Team Rocket's terrible design fell through, we can say, all's well that ends well, right? You've never ceased to inspire great adventures. Sure was an exhausting day, though. I better get going. See you. She just shoved her own Meryl out of the way. What a dick. Or what a bitch, rather. So yeah, that's pretty much all the events there are for right now. Well, still plenty of events, but... Now that we're back in Johto, we can finally go back to the Safari Zone and show off what I wasn't really able to show before. Being able to do the second test Balba has for us, for starters. And maybe along the way we can catch another legendary, because there is a legendary Pokemon to catch right around there. But that'll require us going to a different area real quick first. Let's go ahead and get Celebi out of here, and put Ampharos back in the party. Alright, so next time on Pokemon Heart Gold, we will get set up for the next legendary Pokemon to catch and go to the Safari Zone. See you guys then.